Welcome back to Across Louisiana. You know, it's been a while since we've had a visit from the LSU Ag Center Botanical Gardens. Always great to find out what's going on there. Perfect time of year for it. And here to tell us all about an exciting event coming up called Garden Fest is Keith Lewis. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us.
This is such a great part of the Baton Rouge community and one that maybe not enough people know about. So tell the folks a little bit about what you're doing at the Ag Center and at the gardens in particular.
Okay, well, this June 18th, we're going to have our Garden Fest. We have a lot of activities at the Garden Fest. Some are sort of directed more towards the kids, and a lot of the stuff is for, of course, the adults. We'll have some garden clubs. The Community Society will be there. The Herb Society will be there. We'll also have Ask the Expert. So if you have any questions about things that are happening in your garden, you can bring out a sample and talk to some of the experts, and they'll give you some ideas about maybe what's going on at your house.
Well, we're definitely lucky to live in a part of the country where it's easy to grow lots of things, and gardening is big here, so it's something that a lot of folks are going to have a whole lot of interest in. And really, there's something there that anybody who's interested in gardening can learn about, right?
Absolutely. So, for example, the Community Society will have we have one of the biggest community societies in the country. They have over 400 varieties of camellias.
Wow.
They'll be demonstrating how to graft. They'll also be selling some tea plants. We will have the Louisiana Culinary Institute. So we take some of our vegetables, we take them over to the Louisiana Culinary Institute, and they prepare some dishes, and then they will have those out for the public to sample. And we will start off between 7:30 and 9:30. We will have the Louisiana Egg Commission, and they'll be serving up omelets to everybody who comes in the door.
Sounds like a perfect event for Louisiana because I know we have a lot of gardening enthusiasts here, and we also have a lot of people who like to eat.
That's right. And there'll be some hay rides. So we'll bring, people can get on a hay ride. We'll bring them back into our field area where we will set up at our All-America Selection Garden. And that's where some of this produce that I brought with me today comes from. We have 23 varieties of tomatoes that we'll be putting out for taste testing, 23 varieties of pepper that will be out for taste testing. Along with about 70 or 80 other vegetables that are in the garden that you can walk around and sort of take a look at and see what you might want to plant in your own yard.
Well, let's talk a little bit about that. I see you brought a few here today. These are absolutely beautiful. They're so full of color and I'm sure flavor as well. So what are some of the examples we have here today?
Okay, well, this is a kabocha squash. It's actually a squash. I know it looks like a pumpkin, but it's edible. This is a spaghetti squash. So when you cook this, it will shred up like noodles.
Yeah,
so
you can actually delicious, definitely.
You can substitute that for pasta. Of course, we have a few tomato varieties here that you can look at. This is actually a pepper called Cornito Giallo. It's a new All-America Selection release that was just released last year, and we're growing it out so the public can see this pepper. It's absolutely delicious. So we just want to bring a few samples to let people see what we have, and when they come out, we'll let them come through and do some of the taste testing.
Because that might not be something that people realize is that these things are ongoing, they're evolving, and there are new varieties coming out all the time, right?
Well, that's right. Yeah, the All-America Selections actually is the oldest organization of its type. It's a way for breeders to get their new unnamed varieties out into the public. So they develop a new vegetable, and then we put it in our trials, and we demonstrate it to the public and let them taste it, and then it will go out into the market.
I know we've been talking about things that are current and involve some summertime things, but you have great events there going on all year long. Where can people go to find out more about the great stuff that's going on at the Ag Center Botanic Gardens? You can go to our website at discoverburden.com. There'll be a listing of our events that go on there, and then you can also go to our Facebook, the Botanic Gardens, the LSU Botanic Gardens on our Facebook, and then you can see some of the stuff we're doing there too. Fantastic. Keith, thanks so much for coming and telling us all about it. Appreciate it.
You bet.
Good luck with the event. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Across Louisiana. I'd like to thank all of our guests for joining us today, and thank you for joining us as well. Get out there and have a great weekend, everybody.